Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my page. I'm Chosen 1444 Healer. I'm here today to do a collective reading, aka all signs are here. Are welcome. And if it fits you, take what resonate, leave the rest behind. This can happen past, present, or future. So just see what's for you, okay? So today I'm gonna do, I do like daily readings about, what's the tea, what's going on, what's in the energy. Sometimes some readings go forward towards from the past reading, or it could be a whole completely new reading, okay? So this reading is for all signs, all signs. So far I'm getting is that so far in this energy, right? There has been things that's probably been happening in your life that feels like it was unexpected. Okay, so I felt that. I got a shiver from that one. Whoa. Okay, things that have been happening unexpected. Whether it's like unforeseen circumstances, like, like maybe sudden bills, sudden issues, sudden breakages, things where it feels like, you was being redirected. So that could be anything. That could be a breakup. That could be a change of a job. That could be a change of a home, a move of a home. That's been what's in its energy. And kind of what I'm getting is that you may not realize that it has been divine intervention. So divine intervention basically is like, when you think something's supposed to go in one direction, but it's really supposed to be going in another, okay? So it seems like divine intervention has stepped in to guide you another way in your path. So that loss of that home or that breakup or you having to move is for your better good, basically, okay? And, you probably have been feeling like you've been triggered. You probably been feeling very emotional, you feeling like you like trying to just go over the past, like mistakes you probably could have made that led up to that point. But you like, trying to figure out like, why does this happen to me? Why is this happening to me, right? And, you probably was in the energy before with those type of people or those positions or that home. You probably was once in the energy of like, being happy about it, showing it off, and then all of a sudden something came about and just probably took it away or ended it, right? So that's what I'm getting so far, that there was some type of divine intervention in your life where something was taken away from you, and it is really for the better good. Even if you can't see it now, it's meant to lead you basically, on the right path, okay? And I know it could be shocking. So that you've been in the energy of feeling shocked. You don't know what's going on. You've been trying to research things, look in the news, like maybe if it's like regarding a home, like can they do this? Like when it comes to mortgage or rent, how long can you wait to pay your rent? How long can you wait to pay your car note? Like you've probably been in the energy of like trying to look for answers, like, or even like I said, like when it comes to like, partnerships, you've been trying to probably like find answers online, like romantic tips on Google or YouTube, like why is this happening, right? But at the same time too, it seemed like even though this been happening, you have been putting on a like kind of fake smile in front of people, so people don't really know what's going on with you, which is like, okay, that's how you protect your energy. But being that all these unforeseen circumstances have been happening to you, you probably been forced to like get into your hustle mode, right? Forced to like, basically like side hustle, basically. Like you gotta find some type of side hustle now, because whatever unforeseen circumstance that happened to you, whether it's like an unforeseen bill, unforeseen expense, now you have to like literally probably try to find a way to make some more money, right? So I see what's going on, okay? But, basically just don't let that stop you, like just know like this is like most likely to build you some type of resilience, and God wants to like kind of like lead you probably down a different path than what you was on. Cause maybe like you probably was like needing to move, maybe you was probably needing like a different job, or maybe you needed to move on from that partner. So I know you've been feeling like, dang, like why me? Why me? But it's all happened for a reason, and trust it. It's definitely divine intervention, okay? This is all divine intervention. So yeah, so since you've been doing that, whatever, you've been trying to make some money moves, whatever, make some smart decisions, try to be strategic. Well, I think like a person that's like trying to invest in certain things, like maybe like you invest to that, like you might get a big outcome, like a big payout, and you just hoping that you come out of this and just be a better version of yourself. Like you just want to self-improve. You've been in the energy of just wanting to self-improve yourself, finding your confidence, and you like basically right now, all these unforeseen circumstances led you into a personal transformation. Which is like kind of good, right? Because sometimes like when I notice that some people will get stuck into our old ways, and then we'll settle for things that we know we probably could be better than, or we gonna set up for a home space that we know we probably could live larger than, or we gonna settle to be paying this amount for this type of car or whatever, when you could actually probably work on getting a lower payment, or you could be paying less payments per month, right? Or maybe like need to probably maybe like work on moving in with someone. You may have to do a move. You got to move home and actually have help now. You can't really do it by yourself no more, right? So something has been happening in this energy and in the collective where people are being forced to like transform, right? Okay, so you probably been seeing it like, I don't know, like, you know, if you have been paying attention to 1111 a lot, you know, that's kind of like angel numbers, like, so, you know, like divine guidance to show you that, you know, things are going to be okay, you know, and that, you know, you've been having people that's been trying to like, you know, speak to you or like try to catch up to you, but you like been trying to like push it away because it's like, you're like, oh my God, I can't even flirt right now. Like, or you're like literally ignoring like DMs, like inboxes from people online, you know, you're not really interested right now, you know, and lately you've been feeling like, you've been having these moments of like just being home, like, and like now all of a sudden you starting to feel like you started having this certain feelings like deja vu, like you've probably been in moments saying like, yo, I've seen this before, like, or you know this is gonna happen, like you feel like you probably been seeing signs where you could have probably thought you could have stopped this from happening, like whether it's like, if you would have just not spent this money this day, like you would never just bought that McDonald's, like, or you would never took that Uber, you would have had the money to pay this bill, right? Or you would have had enough money to add to this, or you never went out a party and bought that bottle section. You would have had money to do this, or if you didn't help like someone borrow money from you, you would have never been in this situation, right? So you've been having these feelings of thinking like, oh my God, what did I get myself into, right? But what I'm here to tell you is that what it's saying is like, don't even worry, don't panic, okay? Because you're going to be okay. You're going to get out of it. It's all meant to happen to teach you a lesson, right? So whether it's like to stop giving your last to people or like start planning for the future. Like don't wait till the last minute and don't, because you never know. You got to have money for a rainy day, basically, okay? And what's coming right now, what I'm getting is that you definitely are in the energy of wanting to like have some type of financial rewards. You want to like be able to celebrate, you know, you ready to be in that energy. Like I did this by myself, or whether you got help, you're ready to like celebrate what you accomplished, right? So yeah, but keep, like I said, keep it in that energy, because it's given that some of you definitely are self-made people. Like I said, whether you're an entrepreneur or like you just did it on your own, right? Nobody can't tell you nothing. Like you got to your point in your life right now by yourself, okay? And which is good. Like you got some independent stuff, and you like literally have been overcoming some odds by yourself. People don't even know your story. Like you may smile all day, like I said, you put on like in front of people, negative. They never know that your whole life been crazy, but they would never know. At the end of the day, as long as you know what you're doing, you good, you come out of it, hey, it is what it is, right? So that's what I've been getting. And, you know, you just now you just, like, been focusing on yourself, making sure, you know, like you are dealing with people, like, now, even when it comes to, like, people trying to borrow money from you and stuff, like, you making sure, like, you know, it's, like, what's the intentions for the money now? Like, you're not really so quick to give out money now that easy, or help him, because now it's, like, people probably are just using your kindness just to, like, take from you and then leading you into a bad situation, right? So now you're like, all right, I can help when I can help now. Like, you in that energy, like, I can help when I can help. But I feel like I see you leaning towards more so, like, you're going to be stopping that soon, because you're not trying to be in a situation no more, right? Okay, and this trust, like, what I'm getting is that, you know, the universe is saying, like, just trust everything's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Everything's divine timing. You must stay in this patience energy of, like, you know, get what you got to get and get what you deserve, okay? So what I'm getting is that, like I said, for this collective, is that you're basically going through something, and you're probably feeling like it's hard to get out of it. But what I'm getting from this, ancestors and God and Holy Spirit is saying, like, trust in the divine timing. Everything leads to one thing, right? Everything happens for a reason, right? That's why we begin with divine intervention, and then we end it with divine timing, okay? So this is definitely what's happening. So if you feeling like, you know, you don't know what to do, just keep searching, like, you know, like try to reach out to people. Like I said, like, whether you need help going on the internet, like whether it's help for like food or like your home expense, like try to like look up like for like government things, like, you know, things that can help you, you know, get out of your situation, like whether that you could postpone your car payment, like whether you could like postpone that bill, like try to do stuff like that, okay? So that would kind of get you out of that feeling like very triggered and like, why me, okay? But I'm getting like, you know, this is something that you probably struggle with for a while, you know, whether you, like I said, like, you have to, like, learn probably, like, how to break this generational curse. Like, some of you may be noticing that, like, this is, like, a family thing. Like, this is something that happens a lot in your family. Or you may be feeling like you're going against what your family will be doing. If you're coming, like, from, like a wealthy background, and, like, now you're struggling. So now you're feeling like, oh, my gosh, like, I'm literally ruining the family's image, right? Or rather, it's like you're like normally the person that has it all within the family, but they don't. But it's like now it's like you're going down backwards. That's what you've been feeling, right? So like I said, like what I'm getting is like, stay in that hustle mode. Keep grinding hard and, stay ambitious and you're going to get what you got to get. Like, stay determined, and make sure, like I said, you get some mental rest. You try to recharge. Like take a break from people. Like stop answering all them calls, them emails, them texts. You ain't got to get up every time people uncall you. This is not that time for that, okay? Like you got to just come. You trying to come back stronger at this moment, okay? And like while you doing that, you might come into some like a rapid rise. You're gonna come out of this fast. So I'm getting that. Whatever you're feeling right now, you're definitely gonna come out of it fast, but you just gotta stay focused. It's gonna be quicker than you know it. So you might think it's gonna be like forever, whatever you're going through, but it's really not. You're gonna get what you gotta get, and you're gonna be ready to be proud of yourself after you finish doing what you gotta do, okay? Because like I said, at the end of the day, you try to like just basically like live a comfortable life. Like, you feel like you deserve it. Like, even though you feel like you probably like overcame a lot of things and you got so far now, all of a sudden these things are happening to you. You're gonna be able to enjoy yourself at the end. So don't think this is the end for you, right? Don't think this is the end goal. That's what I'm getting from this reading, okay? So, please, holy ancestors, holy teen spirit beings, I'm like, please give me one last card to direct this collective reading and what should they do going forward. Okay, so it's giving that, yeah, like what I'm getting is that you're in the energy of breaking cycles, right? So which is good. Like you're not trying to repeat these same mistakes. So I get that you're definitely learning from these mistakes, what led you to the circumstance. Whatever led you to the circumstance of like being on your last dollar maybe, or having to like penny pinch, you're literally learning. You're trying to point out what's wrong, what you've been doing, and you're gonna get out of it. So as long as you know that you gotta break cycles and you're in the energy of breaking cycles, you're gonna be okay, okay? Because you gotta know, yeah, it starts with you. At the end of the day, it starts with you. So that's all about taking accountability, and making sure, that you don't repeat the mistakes and you're aware of what you're doing, okay? So that's what I'm getting for this collective reading. Don't give up. Look at this card. This card wants to come out. I don't know what this guy's doing. Yeah, don't give up because you got this. You probably been through things worse than this, and like, don't let this stop you. Don't let this be the it factor, okay? Don't let this be the it factor. Like, it's giving that you got the spirit and the soul to do